Hi, it's Ro from Gratitude. Not too long ago, I posted this on social media. I got a lot of feedback and a lot of questions. People asking, well, how do you do wheel pose? Well, I have a video. I went back to my video library from about a decade ago, something I shot in my former life back at Inner Strength Studios in Watertown, Massachusetts. But I really enjoyed it. I think people enjoyed it too, and the feedback that I got from the initial video was very positive. It helped them to get into the wheel. So without further ado, I want to share this video of how to do wheel with you. All right, enjoy the video. All right, here we go. So as you find yourself on your back, one of the first things that I've been taught is to take my hands to my shins and draw my heels as close to the hips as I can get them. And this is going to be helpful for a few things as you move into the shape. If your feet are too far forward of your knees as you press up, what students find is that the leverage, the pressure is off, and you end up moving forward over your feet. And I'll show you as the video continues here. But as you press down, you actually want to move up and back and over your head. So you can see how I have my toes up. I'm pressing straight down. My knees are just slightly over, like my arches. I take my arms over the head because this allows me to walk my shoulders away from my ears, which is an important piece here, because for many students, they get caught up in their shoulders a little too much. Let me just replay that again, how I came up. Okay, here we go. Walk my shoulders away from my ears. And that's going to allow me to walk the feet closer without getting all caught up. Now I catch my feet, and what this is going to do is this is going to pull the head of my arm bones, roll them back and down towards the earth, and prepare me to lift up for the ascent, essentially. Allow the chest to open up and also the tops of your thighs. Now, if you can't get your feet like this, that's totally okay, but I would suggest that you move toward it. Now, notice what I do here. I pull on my feet and I arc myself up, getting myself to the crown of the head. The crown of the head is like a step because oftentimes students have a difficult time rising all the way up into wheel. Now, you can choose to skip this step if you wish and go straight up into wheel. But what I've been taught is to reset here. Now, if you notice where I placed my skull, I'm literally on the very fontanelle, the very top of my skull. The yogis call it the Shirsa. Headstand is called Shirsasana. I'm not on my forehead. I'm not back to the back of the skull, but I'm straight up and down. Now, this is going to allow me to push into it. It'll be anatomically sound. It'll support me as I take my hands back and basket them for the next transition. I call it basket. Now, as I take the weight out of my head, I'm able to yawn my chest all the way back, pressing my thighs down. Now, that's essentially, the back bend, and it's preparing me for the next stage. So let me show you how I did this again. Let me rewind it, come to the top of my head, place my arms, release the weight from my head, place it onto my forearms, and yawn myself back. Perfect. Now, the next stage is to come up onto my hands, place them beside my ears. I like to take my little fingertips to the outer edges of the mat just because I have broad muscular shoulders. You might not have to do that. And then lift up and over the hands. Now, once I get back over the hands, I ground my feet down. Let me show you how I did that again. Now, notice how I lift. I push down in the feet, and as I press up, I got to go back and over the hands. And that's usually the missing link for students because they don't go up and back over their hands. They press it too much into their hands, and they end up moving forward. Now, if you notice here, I'm looking upwards, and that helps me to determine how far back I need to go. It's a little technique that I was taught not too long ago. But then sometimes I look down, and then I hang my head nice and heavy and establish my alignment, trying to bring my heart space a little bit more over my hands. Now, the person videoing this was not a yoga teacher. I kind of wish that they knew the pose, because if I was kind of coaching myself, I would say move my chest over my hands a lot more. You see how I'm a little bit more over the feet when I do this? See that right there? Look, it's not about perfection. It's about connection, but still. So I come on down, I release, and whoo, baby, I know how that felt. So let me do this. Let me just, start it from the beginning and go through the whole process. Bring your arms back, bridging your body, taking your feet underneath you, grabbing your shins, your feet, and really arcing up, preparing to come to the top of the head. Rising up, resetting, basket the skull, shift to your forearms, press back over your elbows and forearms, yawn your chest open. Reestablish the connection to your head, place your hands as you go up, push your feet down, and over toward the hands. And that's it, man. That's Urdhva Dhanurasana. And you can play with this. There are many other variations that we can do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana, reach out and let me know. And if you have any feedback as well. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy days, and I hope that this video added value. All right, we'll talk soon.